everyone, in today's video we're going to be beginning to address the wiring on the Jazzmaster. I've never wired a Jazzmaster before, and I'm not good at wiring to begin with. The only thing I'm worse at than painting is wiring. I can manage on a telly and probably maybe a Strat, I don't know. But this one's weird, and I don't have the little thumb wheels to yet because the all parts seems to think that the wrong parts are the right parts. So those will get returned and new ones bought. And that's where we're at. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the video. They're way too fast. I knew I was going to be speeding this up, but hopefully I'll have the experience now to remember to spend more time showing stuff like that. There's a lot going on here. I'm not going to try and tell you what each individual thing is. I mean, I'm sure y'all are aware of the odd, unconventional wiring situations on the Jaguars and Jazzmasters, and I can't tell you what a pain in the butt it is to not have the right roller knobs. I'm really put out with all parts about that. You're all parts, not some parts. You should know what it's supposed to be, and at least put the dimensions on it of the ID holes. Not many of them do. I'm not sure why. I'm not great at soldering. I'm okay at it. I try not to leave too much sticking out or bury it in too much. Although I do tend to overdo things. You know, when I got to a stopping point here, I got out the guitar body because the pickups screw right to the body and ground to the shielding in the cavities. And if somebody could tell me if you need to sand through the clear coat to make sure you have perfectly stellar contact for those grounds, let me know. I mean, I screwed them in tight with screws, but I did spray clear coat over the black shielding paint because somebody pointed out that it's a good way to keep from getting that black stuff all over your fingers when you're working on your guitar later. So I thought that was a good idea, and I did it. But now I'm wondering if those if that messes with I put the little metal rings on there. I got the little kit to do that, and even with the small ones for the small wire, half of them still want to fall out. I can crush the living bejesus out of them, they'll still slide off half the time, so you got to be real careful how you do that. It's the main challenge, which you'd see if I wouldn't. After I got the body out, of course, then I shot an hour of video of the ceiling on my patio, and so that was all worthless. You would have seen the struggles of trying to fit it all down into the cavities and line it all up right. It's very tight in there. I think I honestly think the template was made undersized, probably inadvertently because it's a nice enough template, but it really struggles with the full-size CTS pots and the hardware being the way it is. And I had to relieve it in several spots and repaint the black stuff on there. And then packing all the wiring in, I'm really not sure exactly how. I suppose I'm going to have to gouge some troughs in the bottom of the pickup slots to run wires through. I'm not sure. They should all be able to be taped to the pickguard. But I don't know. It doesn't. I'm not. It's tight. It's real tight. And if I can get it working, it may go on and never come off. I mean, I will get it working, but it depends how long it takes, that's all. So yeah, it's just sorry. I probably won't narrate the whole thing. Well, there is some stuff I can add. I bought myself two neck blanks, 1x3, nice hard maple. They seem nice enough. One of them, and I've never purchased wood like this before, but one of them is nice and flat. They're both 1 inch thick, and the other one had a little bow in it. And I figured, well, I can clean the bow out of it, and there'll still be plenty of room. But it's pretty close. I got a couple of decent planes, and I've got them as sharp as I can get them for the moment until I get some finer papers and stuff. But they're very decently sharp. I'm sure I could shave with one if I tried hard enough. But they leave a spectacular finish. No wonder, man, if you plane something, good enough, I don't even know why you'd bother to sand it. That stuff, it's smooth as a baby's butt. It amazes me. But, having said that, so the flatter one, of course, cleaned up and is beautifully flat and is over the whole length is probably within about 15 thousandths of being parallel, and I'm sure it can be cleaned up. Of course, the one with the bow in it is now about 20 thousandths undersized on one end. It can be dealt with, but I'm going to have to be real careful while I do it. The next video will be about my adventures and misadventures in neck making. It's sure to be a hoot. I've never done it before, or really anything quite that scary to me. But I remember when I was an apprentice, I scrapped a block worth about 10 grand. They were pretty unhappy about that, and I can't do that anymore. So I still don't want to scrap the block of wood, though. There's a guide on the instructions here, the diagram of the wiring that shows, a path. And I don't want to, I didn't want to put tie wraps on it yet, because I want to be able to see where all the wires are going without trying to sort them out through bundles. But it's still, I don't know how it goes by some of that stuff. It's kind of odd. Because there's no relief in the body to allow the wires to go around the pickups. No, we'll get it sorted out. Well, it's not done. There are problems. I don't know if it's just not grounding through the sealer coat into the paint, but it's magnetic all the time, regardless of where you have the switch position, on both pickups in every position. And I don't have the little roller knobs here because of all the stuff I complain about. Man, this finish is pretty bad. Won't be as bad once I clean it up, I guess. This little stuff. Well, better next time. I'll get this troubleshot. I'll get the other noodles. But next video, I hope to do some neck work. I've been improving my playing skills a little bit, although I'm very leery. I have a couple of plain blanks, one of which I'm in the, or not plain blanks, neck blanks, one of which I may or may not be in the process of messing up. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for looking. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time at the build-off.